Okay, so this morning in my video there on this horse stand stuff.
Yeah, that is what everybody forget to tell you, why you were standing in that stance when you started to train karate or taekwondo. Nobody knows. It's just that you're gonna stand there, and it was like a new knowledge why you stand like that.
Or a test of resilience, because it's hard to stand in a low horse stance.
Yeah.
No one tells you the real reason.
The issue right now is the entire thing completely messed up. Okay, that's the reason why I want to do the Zoom with you all, so you guys all know. And I only need to say once so that the entire world will know. So let's get to real fighting. Okay, so everybody want to have fighting, so go for fighting. So in fighting, it is exactly like people who do running. They go racing. The instant they start racing, they switch into different type of breathing. But all the athletes is the same. It's not using a common people's breathing. Okay. Now, the Chinese Kung Fu, I'm saying the real one, okay, developed that. So that's why in the 1560, if you read my book 1560s Kung Fu, you know that even Qi Ji Guang have to train his army that way, and the Shaolin train it with full force. The biggest problem today is people have no idea on this is happening for the Kung Fu practitioner. Yes, there are still many old timer like my senior know all of this. But most people don't know. Especially under the so-called internal, this internal, that mind power, all this nonsense, okay? So the minute people jump at you, if you really train, you get into that type of breathing. Okay, we like it or not, we call it whatever, it doesn't matter. What matters is if you go jump Mike Tyson, see will him, if you put all the biofeedback and everything sensor, if you go jump at the Mike Tyson or you jump at Mas Oyama, see whether he get into that state or not. Okay, that type of breathing. Like, you know, if a runner, a marathon runner or Olympic runner, when he saw a tiger beside there and he need to run, or some kinds of disaster that he need to run, see whether he get into that state. Okay, now that state is extremely important. If you are not in that state, you are going to breathe with your normal breathing and with your heart palpitate. Your fear will come, because the more you feel, the more you breathe with the chest, the more you pumping, the more you use force like normal people, you freeze, okay? And yet all those people who get into that deep breathing, like Mike Tyson type of state, they stable down and they can exert force like the runner. They be able to operate like turbo. Like if we use a term called turbo mode, okay? So if we use the term turbo mode, it's like martial art mode. Now, the problem today is all this nonsense on Chinese Kung Fu on breathe naturally. What is naturally breathing? You go check on Mike Tyson or any top Olympic athlete. See that what I'm saying is true or not. Okay? So now you got an entire system which is not working. Keeping talking about qi, What qi? Keeping talking about this natural breathing. What natural breathing? Keeping talking about your this structural power, this power, that power. What is that? Now, if you look at Mike Tyson, when he moved, isn't it true? If somebody jump at him, start the attack, he attack in. He don't go walk away.
No.
He just go in with different angle, right? Dick?
Yeah.
Continue, right? Counter attack. Now, he has to handle his core. Otherwise, his body cannot handle. It's unstable. Now, there is fighting. So when you practice a kung fu, like you're playing slow, or you're playing this structure, are you going to say that you're going to train and be able to cope with that Mike Tyson? Forget about it.
No.
Yeah. So right now, it get back to the ancient, like the 1560 Qi Ji Guang or the Shaolin. People train that standing in the horse. It's not Hong Kong or Chinese martial art movie. You think it's Jackie Chan movie? People train the body. That's why the Shaolin say already. Externally train the bone, the muscle, and the sinews. Internally train the breathing. So in that 3 months, one train that thing. Train the muscle, the proper handling of the body muscle. If you do a low stance properly, it is like a squat. And it also trains the breathing so that you be able to carry weight. That is how you can breathe deep and have the core stability. That is what it is, the training of the ancient Chinese Kung Fu. Okay, today we can see it with the ancient Chinese Shaolin riding. I will not say today's Shaolin because I don't even know what is today's Shaolin is about. Okay, so we use the ancient, and I don't want to invent my own thing. So now, that 100 days there, you get into that state. The Shaolin call in a term called Zhuang Qi. Zhuang means install breathing. So the Shaolin said, if you do not install the breathing, even you have the magical godlike techniques, is useless. That is the bottom line of Shaolin. Now, on another hand, then the Chinese Kung Fu always say, oh, the Kung Fu practice is for defend oneself and for strengthen the body. Now, if you don't know how to breathe, how the hell is one going to strengthen one's body, and how is one going to be able to defend yourself? If you don't know how to breathe, guarantee you don't have that VO2 max, guarantee you do not have that stability for your core handling or your torso handling. You do not know how to handle the intra-abdominal pressure. At the fighting, you need that because either you get hit or you want to push your body to exert force, you need that. Now, the ancient said very clearly already. Externally training the bone, the muscle, the sinews, internal training the breathing. And he said that if you're doing that, you'll be able to strengthen your body and you'll be able to defend yourself. Well, that's the bottom line. But look at what today is. Qi, qi, qi. Like yesterday, I tell another friend, everybody talk about the qi, but you don't even be able to do a squat. So what qi? And not to mention that this breathing thing I'm talking today. If you don't have that, you want to go fight. Look at all those real athletes and so forth. So this is the bottom line. This is missed completely. You want to talk about hand techniques? You want to talk about structure and hand technique, Qi Sao push hand? Are you sure? Go face like people train like Mike Tyson. See, will you be able to just match up when he jump at you? If you, it's like animal. When the animal jump at you, if you run away, that means you're dead. Okay. So the issue right now is one is not even be able to cope with that, to handle that. And at the instant, of course, one feel pressure. Why? Because one's body, no one do not have the oxygen to support one. Once the nervous system, the entire thing is out of control. And those who have that, even their emotion, they control. The minute they breathe deep, their emotions is not in the pathway, is not blocking them. Usual people, when they get emotion, they get fear, they get anger. When they when they start to all this without the training, they try to fight emotion and fear. They just go pounding, and their heart populate and they just do everything. Now, based on our experience, we are human. We get mad and so forth. Isn't it true? When you get into that state, you just go pounding everything blindly, and you don't have really, you're just thinking you do all the force, but you cannot last. You have no control. While like Mike Tyson have all the control. So what martial art are you training? What Chinese Kung Fu? So that is the issue. I don't have the issue with the world. I'm just saying that that's what the Chinese Kung Fu is. So today, what is the Chinese Kung Fu? What are you doing? Will you be able to really have your healthy body, strengthen your body? Well, scientifically, you prove it. Like Mike Tyson and all those athletes, you measure their VO2 max. You want to recover, you measure your heart rate variability. So if you cannot have this both, natural, what measure? Tao. Oh, follow the Tao, follow the natural. While the common people, they do not know what is natural. Their natural is just the breathe really shallow. And they do not know all the states exist. Now, this is a disaster. So I'm not screaming at anybody. Yes. I'm just saying out loud that what is this now it become? So I'm not the only guy who say this. As many of my senior in Asia is telling me, well, Hendrik, there's no standard, there's no quality control. How is this going to go forward? Well, many of this my senior is saying that in Asia. They do, if you go check around. But everybody like to do their own stuff. Well, this grandmaster, this is the style, that's the style. Well, why don't you be able to handle this, Xiaodong? It's because at the beginning, at this breathing and physical level, you do not have anything which is be able to match up. So that's over. So you want to train a kid, like make a weak kid strong? If he doesn't breathe properly, how can he do that? Like even the weight lifter, the power lifter, you see that even a weak teenager, you can read this, you can watch this in YouTube and everything. Even a weak teenager in the West, if they have a good coach to train them properly, the what they call that, the heavy lifting, powerlifting, you can see that they can share with you that even their rib cage, the shape of the chest, it changed because after they have proper breathing and so forth. So when they grow up, they become strong. Okay, so that is the real thing. You have to achieve that. Now, if you don't have that, you cannot address that. What are you doing? So this is a reality, whether one want to face it or not want to face it. Forget about all this grandmaster and that lineage and all this nonsense. can you deliver? We talk about technology. That's why people in China cannot handle Xu Xiaodong. Xu Xiaodong is not somebody like Mike Tyson. And in the West, you have even many times better than Xu Xiaodong's MMA player. If you cannot analyze that problem, know the problem, it's called hopeless. You're living in fantasy.
Yeah.
So go back to the thing. It's just standing in a horse stance. So the issue today, another issue is people selling excitement. Movie. You get a movie out, you make a movie, everybody get high on it, and then go everybody, I want to mimic this way. They think that they become hero. They do that. But in the real martial arts, it's hard work. Look at all, even like the Olympic player these few days. You see the guy, the girls who jump the water.
I think.
Yeah, the Chinese, a young kid, 14 years old, who is champion. You look at the runner, the American gold medalist. Every one of them is blood and sweat. Really focused.
Yeah, it's balancing on the edge to get there.
It is not about, oh, I joined this style. This style will be
100 meters.
Like people say, Wing Chun is by woman. Okay. Oh, I have this soft again, hard and everything. You watch too much movie. Okay. If you don't have the state I'm talking about, disregard who, it doesn't work.
No.
I don't even need to fight. I just need to run, because run is a part of self-defense. Be able to run when you are in danger. Okay, like if there's an earthquake or whatever, when we are in danger, we need to run. You don't even have the training to run. And then you talk about qi, and you talk about all this fa jing, mind power. What the heck? Have you met anybody who's real? So that's why it never converge. How is you do one thing, you can get another thing? How is, and then the easy way is, oh, those are external thing. External what? Can you even, that's why today I say, you want to say, tell other people that they are external, you're internal, show me your VO2 max. Let's compare VO2 max. VO2 max is how your body handles oxygen. Okay? Show me your VO2 max. You said the other show me your VO2 max.
Simple.
So
without the physical body, you are nothing. Without the breathing, you are nothing.
Yeah.
You can't develop anything, because your body needs
to reality.
Yeah. So that's why I call this a Zoom.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's too much already. I say, look at it. What the heck are you guys doing? Okay. That's why, like in the Wing Chun Inception, I put that you have to be able to put your body under the rest. And then you have to measure with the heart rate variability. Otherwise, you cannot put your body in rest. You just continue do whatever you do. It's like you come to me, I keeping give you a certificate, and you keeping paying whatever nonsense I ask you to do. And then not too, after 2-3 years, you are Sifu too, you are Grandmaster also. But you couldn't even handle how to relax yourself. You couldn't even handle how to run properly. Just go, let's go have a 1 mile run, okay? We are not talking about the best, whatever, but you be able to know that, hey, I want to switch this state now. Now I'm going to have a recovery. Now I'm going to get into the using my body state. running, for example, not even sparring. And of course, sparring, you need that running type of breathing state. Now it is this clear, this simple. Why is that going around and around and around and around? And you look around, people who teaching those internal art really don't have anything at all. You just talk.
Yeah, it's living in fantasy land.
So it is not anybody's fault. It's the entire education is bankrupt. The entire Kung Fu education have already bankrupt. Okay, so should I say it or should I shut up? Should I tell the entire world you should do this way? Or you put people, young people like ladies, okay? Are you sure that you want to train those people in Wing Chun, the ladies, and then you give them false security and they go fight or something? You put them in danger.
Right.
And
you put everybody in danger, especially all these people selling these self-defense courses. It's ridiculous because you put people in danger. You should tell them, I can teach you self-defense technology, but the rest is up to how you have trained your body, and it's how you're going to react.
The problem is more than that. The problem is, do one know what is what? Well, you guys are all teaching, so whatever I'm saying today, for the fighting, you can teach whatever with arts, not fighting. But you want to go fighting, have you heard what I'm talking about in this past 20 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah.
So have you have this kind of thing? If you don't have this thing, how can you teach?
Exactly.
Because that's why when people people say violence is not really violence when they get in that state. The difference between the real pro and the violence are two things. The violence guy do not control their emotion, do not control their breathing and so forth. They just go because they get big body, they inherit that, they intrinsically they're more strong than you. Those are called violence.
Mm.
The pro is like Mike Tyson. Everything is a calculated shot. Okay, so every shot is a calculated shot. So that is refer like the general Qi Ji Guang or the Shaolin sword striking. Every shot is a calculated shot. It's not just get violent, get pissed off like in the Hong Kong kung fu movie, or you have this vengeance heart. You want you have vengeance heart, you're dead. Why? Because vengeance heart will make your breathing cannot going down.
Mm.
Okay, that's physiology. So that's why in the ancient it said that if you want to screw a person in the fight, the best thing is to make him angry.
True.
So he cannot have handling of his breathing.
Yeah.
Once he cannot handle his breathing, he lost all those really the power to do the job.
Yeah, like Muhammad Ali did.
Yeah, but so for us is we mistake that, oh, if we get angry, we can be a better fighter.
Oh,
which tell us right away that we don't understand.
Yeah, it doesn't work it doesn't work that way when you're standing in the ring.
So we don't even so we don't even know that how thing works.
No, we didn't have the technology. It was your experience that get you in that mood. We didn't have the proper training to get in that mode. We get it by experience of and analyzing what we did in the ring.
Yeah, so this is a reality. Okay, this is a reality. So that's why I say we need to be really careful. And the thing is, the so-called breathing is a void there, an empty void there, where people never develop, never train. Of course, it's clueless on the entire thing. And they keep saying, chi, what? Mind power what? Your spine power what? Your spine do not have that the breathing and have the intra-abdominal pressure. You will not have core stability in the real thing. And in the impact,
yeah,
the entire thing will smash. So that's why it's what I said today, or like the Li Gang in China. You can look at that, the Wing Chun who fight the Xi Xiaodong. His interview at the end after the fight. Oh, I'm showing some techniques like the Chinese martial techniques, but when the Xi Xiaodong hop at me,
like a
the
tiger.
entire thing bent out of proportion. That's this one he said. So you expect that. So you look at Li Gang, he cannot breathe. His body, his core stability is completely gone. So it's not this hand technique, it's the body stability, the core stability.
Yeah, that is what needs to support whatever you're doing. If you don't have the core stability, the weight of your hands and arms, it's nothing. It doesn't generate enough energy.
If you don't have core stability, you cannot lift even a weight. Yeah. You cannot throw the punch.
No.
You cannot take hit. You want to play that game?
If you're not trained for that, you shouldn't.
I'm not playing that game.
Oh.
I'm 60 something. I'm not playing that game. But I know that it's so dangerous stuff that I'm not supposed to touch.
Yeah.
Now I'm in the relax, in the recovery and everything. The most is I'm going to go have some small run and everything, check my VO2 max and everything to get fit. So I stay away from those things. Why? Because you know that those are things I cannot handle. You like it or not, when you age, you age.
Yeah.
Just okay? Accept it.
But then for the young people, do not mislead them.
No.
For the girls, do not mislead them because you put them in dangers.
Of course.
And all this internal stuff. Internal for what? You want internal? Really? Even like the 6 healing sound? If you don't have that, put yourself into the state, you cannot relax out or loosen up your internal organs. There's no 6 healing sound for that. Or 6 healing breath for that. Because you cannot get into that state.
Yeah.
So like our friend here, Raymond, I put him on that HOS. I know he got a headache, like, oh, I do this every day. I do this every day. Right, Raymond, now you find out a lot of things, right?
Yeah, there's a lot, yeah.
You find out
yeah, go deep, eh? It's a lot.
You find out yourself, right?
Yes.
So is that Kung Fu? Yes, that's Kung Fu.
That's Kung Fu.
But it is a lot of work. Like Raymond know, right? After you watch yourself, you know, oh, I don't aware of this. How come I don't aware of this? How come I do this, right?
Yes.
It sounds simple, but it's not that simple.
That's true.
So unless we go through that, we don't even know what is the reality inside there.
Like you say, like swimming. Eh? If you only read a book and you don't go swimming, you don't learn swimming. You have to swim because you never learn it.
Yeah. So can you say I am going to breathe naturally? How to breathe when I'm swimming? Oh, breathe naturally.
I was on vacation and I was swimming in the pool, and I was look at my breathing, and it's hard to swim fast. I did a contest with my son, and he was faster than me, and I want to be faster than him, but it's very hard to breathe. To breathe good all the time.
Yeah. You can, Raymond, you can pay me a lot of money. I can tell you the secret is to breathe naturally.
Naturally.
Well, that works, okay?
Yeah.
So in the breathing, in the underwater, because you have to time your breathing, and when you go inside there, you have to have your lung capacity and your because when you want to exhale, you have to exhale very fast out. Okay, so all this timing you need to be able to handle, and that linked to your VO2 max too. If you look at the people, the swimmer, okay. Now I cannot tell you breathe naturally. You know what the heck is breathe naturally? So it's like the Ronnie Dangerfield, right? Widget. Everything is widget, okay? So exactly like that in the breathing. If you want to swim, you want to get into that breathing state. If you cannot get into the breathing state, you're not training in the state, you say, I'm going to breathe naturally. And naturally you will get there. Chi, you dead, okay? So when you know swimming is a good thing, go try it. But nobody will die. But the things that you try and see that how your core handling and your breathing, because your body has to go, right? You have to handling your core. Is that simple? It's not that simple.
No, maybe you drink a little bit of water and stuff like that.
So Kung Fu is like that. And that's why I say, you know, don't look at me like I'm a fighter or a sifu. I don't want to be. I just want to tell what is exactly happened, like a detective, like a reporter, to report to everybody what happened there. Watch out. If you don't watch out, you know, that's your life, okay?
You want to help people to do it the correct way and inform them what is the correct way.
I don't even want to help people. I just want to like a reporter, okay?
Yeah.
I report to you this thing happened. Okay, you cannot do it, and now we have an instrument to be able to verify our training. That's why we need to use it. And the best thing of this instrument is so that there's nobody argue. Can you drop your heart rate? If you cannot drop your heart rate, it's in the watch. Nobody argue. Nobody will say this is the way how my lineage do, my style do. Either you can drop your heart rate, improve your VO2 max, or you cannot. There's no say, because it is my lineage, my style, my internal style, so we don't do this. Internal style, you don't need VO2 max. Only Shaolin need VO2 max, okay?
Shaolin is external.
Yeah, it's external, so he need VO2 max. Shaolin is like boxing. Okay, so this is like 400 years ago when there's an internal, external thing. So in today's world, it's like that. So for me, is that what are you guys doing? Do you know what you're dealing with?
No, they have she got you.
So that's why, you know, I really don't know what to do. I just say, okay, report it. And all whatever the channel and everything is there. And again, I'm here not to put down anybody's style or lineage. I'm just saying here that technically there something doesn't make sense anymore. Watch out. Okay. So am I trashing the Chinese Kung Fu? I'm not. I'm just telling you it doesn't work that way. And the ancient is different. So bottom line is, what are you selling? What are you expert on? You want to swim, you better go swim every day. Now learn from the proper swimming, learn the thing and swim. See, when you want to come out, exhale, you have to blow your exhale whatever out so that you can exhale, and then you have to use a lot of the mouth breathing, mouth inhale, mouth exhale. That's very different than the nose. And how deep you can get inside there. And how is your that breathing convert to oxygen? Because your mouth breathing usually is not supporting your oxygen that well compared with the deep nose breathing. There's all kinds of stuff there.
Mm.
Like in the Western boxing, you need to buy on the mouth guard and you breathe with your nose. And if you look at Kyokushin, Kyokushin never show you the breathing sound. Why? Because Kyokushin Gai, the Kyokushin Gai karate, we don't want you to know my breathing timing, my breathing rhythm. Because the breathing rhythm, I want to catch you when you are inhale. When you need to inhale, that's the time you are weak. Your body cannot take heat, you do not have power. So Kyokushin do not breathe out with sound to let you know. Even though in the practice with KI, so all of this breathing strategy is an entire new field. Now we're going to back to just a basic squat. Can we do a squat? If we cannot handle this, what are we doing?
Sure.
So this is why I call this today's Zoom, and I share this with you. So, you know, hopefully everybody be able to know it now. So talk to you guys later.
Yes. Bye, guys.